Hi, this is Truman. I like to understand how companies work, and today we're going to talk about Coinbase. People know Coinbase primarily as a crypto broker. That is, when you buy or sell a cryptocurrency through Coinbase app or its website, Coinbase is able to make money from that transaction. And that is actually the primary revenue source of Coinbase. So today, as we can see, almost 90% of Coinbase revenue comes from transaction and another 10% comes from subscription. However, if you look at Coinbase revenue in the recent few years, it has become more diversified. So rather than just charging money from transactions, it's able to dive into many surrounding areas within the crypto ecosystem. And if you look within the transaction business, still 94% of the revenue comes from retail customers, but if you look at 2-3 years ago, Coinbase doesn't have any institutional clients. But the adoption of cryptocurrency by the institutional clients have been rising in the recent years, and so far about 6% of the transaction revenue actually comes from institutions. And then what's even more interesting is if you look into the breakdown of the subscription business, which is even though only at 10% of the total company revenue, but Coinbase has been able to expand itself into multiple subscription revenue streams and service revenue streams. So for example, it's able to make money from the blockchain rewards by charging their customers as a custodian. So Coinbase is able to charge a fee by holding the assets on behalf of the customers, and also things like the earned campaign revenue, which is basically a security lending business. If you talk about traditional stocks, Coinbase is able to allow the customers to earn interest income through its crypto holdings, and Coinbase is able to, as a platform, take a revenue share from that earned campaign revenue. And also, interest income is another source of revenue. So as you can see here, Coinbase, even though it's all about cryptocurrency, but within the ecosystem, it has different branches, and Coinbase, rather than just betting on retail transactions, which can be quite volatile, which is actually always volatile, is able to brand into all these different segments and make money from multiple revenue streams. And obviously, the overall mega trend Coinbase is benefiting is the adoption of cryptocurrency. It's going to rise and has been rising in the last couple of years. And traditionally, it's considered a gamble, it's considered very volatile, and it will continue to be the case. But Coinbase is taking a view here that cryptocurrency adoption is going to rise in the future. People will consider that as a serious asset class as opposed to just a gambling asset class. And Coinbase is able to benefit and ride the wave of that cryptocurrency adoption. And so the general rule of thumb here is, as more people trade cryptocurrency, Coinbase is able to provide all the products and services that tie into that demand. No matter it's about trading, whether it's about security lending, Coinbase wants to be exposed to all those different demands. And as you can see here, the total overall cryptocurrency users has been more than 100 million people, and that's almost the same degree as the internet users in the first 5 or 10 years time. And you can see this perfect line-to-line matching chart between the cryptocurrencies and internet. So the overall thinking here is internet, when it was first introduced in the 1980s and 1990s, no one really knows what that is, but a lot of people start to use it, the adoption rate starts to pick up, and it's the same phenomenon we're seeing here with crypto. So here, a very critical point to realize is, rather than betting on where the cryptocurrency is heading towards, you're actually betting on Coinbase to bet on your behalf about all those future trends. So you don't really need to follow the cryptocurrency markets that often, but instead you just invest in Coinbase and believing that Coinbase is able to do all the right things in the future, and it's a general proxy to the overall cryptocurrency market, but at a less volatile rate than the underlying cryptocurrency itself. And the evidence is showing that Coinbase is able to position itself through different products as opposed to just traditional investing/transaction product. So one data point Coinbase discloses here is how many of its monthly trading users are using just the invest only, which is the trading business, or how much of them are actually using other parts of the product suites offered by Coinbase. So as you can see here, overall the trend is more and more people are using multiple products and services offered by Coinbase as opposed to just the invest-only part of Coinbase. And that is a good sign because it is becoming a general proxy of cryptocurrency industry as opposed to just people buying and selling, which is always volatile and unpredictable. And another interesting data point Coinbase discloses is actually investing in other businesses within the crypto ecosystem. So as you can see here, it has its own venture investment arm, and within that it invests in a range of different industries, from decentralized finance to NFTs to platform developer tools. So I think the general observation here is, even though it's a very, very interesting industry, Coinbase itself may not really know what will happen in 5 or 10 years time, and it's now actually trying different things. However, if 1 or 2 of these 10 attempts work out well in the end, it's able to benefit massively from that early bets. So that is a very interesting phenomenon here. As opposed to just betting on 1 or 2 of these individual verticals, Coinbase is actually well diversified in getting exposure to different end industries within the crypto ecosystem.